Go ahead.
Yes.
Talk
You
that
got
shit.
this. What's
Talk
up?
that shit.
Oh, you got
What
your
up, what
Yeah.
up, y'all? Welcome. We are, this is, and you are watching.
Oh, shit.
Don't read the comments.
Yeah. Don't
I
read the
am
comments.
J1. This
Okay.
is.
Midas. You are.
Funny man.
And we have a special guest in the house today.
Ooh, buddy.
Mr. Shed Can I Vent G. Yeah.
Shed, what up?
What I miss, boys?
Yeah, what up?
We on this thing, man. We on this thing.
So, I mean, since you look like a linebacker,
Damn.
but you're not a linebacker.
Look how you doing me
Off
already.
the rip.
Like, how does that, you know what I'm saying? How does that play in comedy? You look intimidating and shit. Like,
Well, I don't, man. Comedy's cool, but you know me for all y'all know me for a long time. Comedy's great, but I do so much more other stuff. But when I'm up on stage, I try to make sure it's a good time. People laugh. I'm not the comic to make you feel bad, to make you want to fight me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Those people got low self-esteem because you can tell these jokes, you can get up there and have fun, but you see me, I'll be like, look. You can let me do my jokes or you can be my jokes. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I do. I always do the disclaimer. So it's all love when we go, man. Like, especially, I remember when you came to the show, we just put together and it was like I think that shit was. It was. What was it? Was that Nextel?
Yeah.
It was like a. It was just fun. It was just. It wasn't no jokes. We was just talking.
Let's start with that circle of life.
Right.
They're not going to skip over this part. They're not going to skip over this part.
Y'all worked at Nextel?
What?
Did they lose y'all during the merger?
They
With
like,
Sprint? You got-
yeah,
With
yeah.
Sprint?
I was still there. I was still there after that. I was still there after that.
Y'all had the chirps?
There was quite a few talented people that worked at Nextel.
I think everybody worked at Nextel.
I remember that.
Yeah, there was.
I think an adulthood starter kit came from Nextel. Anybody
For real.
in Denver, but back in that time, that was adulthood starter kit. Like when you came through, like if you think about everybody, you know what I'm saying? You really ask everybody. They worked at Nextel at one time or another. Everybody had them big old block phones. Chirp, 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 chirp.
Yeah, I thought that was the coolest.
Come on, man.
So
was cool.
I think I was at one of your first shows. There was a show off of
Parker, Nevada, something like that.
Havana,
Yeah.
or somewhere like that. And it was early in the game because my sister worked there, which
Right,
is how
yeah.
I met Jay initially,
Right.
initially before I knew he rapped. I forgot how we got, but there was something to do with that. Jay's number has never changed. He still has the Nextel.
Still have the Nextel number? I still got that joke.
That's
210.
That's how,
I'm OG with it. I got a 302.
Yeah, that's a good dude there. He ain't had to change his number. He's good.
And I want to say I either met him, I met Jay at the same time during the show. I met him at the same time that I met Shed. And so I was determined though, because I was at my extra hood stage. I wasn't going to laugh at any of your jokes. That's what I always remember about
that
this.
guy?
No, it was just
He
one
was
of the times
cool.
I was just
Now he looked like Rick Ross eating thighs. Back then, he ain't living pepper flats. Back then, he ain't living pepper flats. But now you're like Rick Ross eating thigh meat. And we stopped. But he was cool. And the nigga sat right here.
I did.
Right here. And you
Arms
know.
folded?
Yeah, but cool.
Did he have the black bandanas on his?
I think so. He does.
That was black bandana Midas. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
So Shan started doing this thing, man, and to be honest with y'all, I'm just really hard on comedians. Like I told you, like I'm just hard on comedians. Like I come up like watching comedy, respecting the craft. I'm just really hard on him. I hadn't seen his accents then. Like I hadn't seen his act up at that point when I went. So I'm always like that with comedians. You got to make me laugh, man. I feel like I'm a good like gauge on what's funny. And before I knew it, what was I doing, bro?
You was laughing.
I was doubled over and shit. I couldn't even help it.
All I seen was them two bandanas going like this. I said, I got it, boy. The two bandanas was going together, nigga. But it was good. But ever since then, that's where the respect came. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Because a lot of people, lot of people nowadays, they're not gonna give you your props where props is due.
Absolutely.
It kills them to give you your rose. It's like, hey man, you dope. Yeah. Like even from afar, like remember I would call you like, hey man, all the time. That track, hey, I'm listening to right now. I'm listening now. We got to do that because
I did that too with you. I didn't even know you really.
I'm working out to this and shit like that.
Yeah.
Working out to it.
Yeah.
He's working out to it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, mine's been having that, man. You be hitting. I don't care what that song would come in and you hitting the thing. Dog, you hear Midas. That nigga vain as hell. That nigga say Midas in a slow song. Like shit. Nigga, it's a slow beat. Who wanna hear Midas?
It start that way too.
Don't you dare scream at me when I'm
Right. Midas.
That nigga had the first Khaled, we the best. Like,
Yeah.
That nigga was doing the Midas drop. I don't know,
Worried
man.
about what he's
Nigga, it is hot as syphilis in here.
It's hot.
I never had it, but I heard about it.
It's the lights in this dome, man. It's the lights.
It is, man.
Get it in, man.
So are you familiar with the show?
Man, yeah, I watch y'all.
Okay. So basically, for everybody out there in TV land, our show is called Don't Read the Comments, and it's basically about new events, current events, things that's going on, like on the internet and statuses and stuff like that. And then instead of not reading the comments, we actually go right to the comments because that's where all the funny shit. And so this week we had a few topics that are very interesting that I wanted to bring up. Okay.
Get to it.
Let's get to it because
make it
you
happen.
know what I'm saying.
What you got?
The first one is my love for BBW.
When you say BBWs, what exactly does that mean?
Well, I know, and it's been like misconstrued.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like kind of misconstrued.
Clear it up. Let's hear your definition.
Well, like based off of X videos, right? Because that's like the Bible, right? That's what I base everything.
You think it's better than Pornhub?
That's what.
What you think is better than XNXX? Why do I have a hard time saying that?
What is the one you talking about?
The cyber shit.
XNXX.
Hold on, let me look at that. Let me put that in my tag. Let me bookmark that. I didn't see that.
Like, they got big ladies with like, you know what I like? You know what I'm saying about a BBW with confidence, bro.
Definitely.
You know where this came from?
Definitely.
This whole thing came from this, bro. Lizzo was on Instagram the other day, and like, there's a big rumor going around that she killed somebody stage diving.
Shut up.
Don't do that.
I swear to God. No, listen to me.
for that, man.
No, man. Y'all think I'm bullshit. Lizzo was on there.
I ain't messing with you, man.
Lizzo is
I ain't messing with
pleading
you.
her case to the people to not believe this shit. Like, man, I know y'all ain't gonna really run with that, and y'all gonna believe like I would really, you know what I'm saying? Like I killed somebody stage diving. I can't believe I even have to address this shit. And I thought that shit was funny. But you know what? I like Lizzo.
Right.
I like big girls with
Confident.
confidence and shit.
I
Like wear
think
that
that's dope.
shit. You know what I'm saying? I think most girls that are, most women are not the other sides. They're more closer to the BBW sides, though.
Now they are.
Right?
And they're embracing it now.
Okay.
Like I was in Atlanta, we was filming a movie in Atlanta, and that's all you seen. And they didn't care. They had a halter top on with an Audi belly button, nigga. They didn't care. And they was winning, shout out. For real.
They was getting the gigs.
They was pulling up in Benzes, and but didn't care. Color hair,
Right.
but they was winning.
They was winning.
You know, and there's a certain thing about confidence.
Okay.
You know how like women like confidence. You know, we ain't gonna lie, men we like confidence too. You know, man. And when they just, but some of them too confident though. There's some stuff you look at, you be like, come on, man, your stomach look like a George Foreman grill.
Yeah.
You know, but they still don't care.
So, are you a fan of the big girl?
I never dated one.
Okay.
I slept with one
I'm about to
before.
say, tell the story we were talking about on the golf course.
Oh, light skin. I never liked you anyway, you pretty mother. So when he told me the topic, all right, I'm putting it out there. This is transparency. Take notes,
That's
Matt.
what we do. Yeah.
So
Take notes.
I think I got bagged by a big girl. Cause like I don't know why I'm a big girl magnet.
Like teabag?
No, nigga, no.
You said Atlanta?
Cut, pause. No, man, no. No, so it's like, okay, I'll put it like this. She's very beautiful.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Just because like there's some bad, sexy, fine
Absolutely.
BBWs, and she was great. She was beautiful. I don't know. One thing led to another, and so we end up in the room together.
Okay.
But I don't know. I don't know if it was good, if it was bad, because I was stuck on the fact that she was kissing, but in the midst of all this stuff, Jay, she like, shit G, shit G.
She done got him.
That's how I felt like. She felt like, oh, I bagged shit G. Like, do everything. It was just like, shit G, shit G. And I said, like, what? Why you keep saying my name? You know what I mean? It was just like a MIDAS album. MIDAS! It was just like, shit G.
She was trying to pump you up, though.
But still, though, I was in like, Shawty, quit saying my name. Like, so then when she, when we was done, I was like, I didn't know if I liked it or whatever, because she just kept saying,
It made you uncomfortable?
It made me uncomfortable because she kept saying, I was like, is there a camera? What's going on? Like, I ain't that dude. People would believe that I hit it, I think. But you don't have to be like,
He did that. I know that.
Yeah, right.
I remember him back when
Right.
my
But that was a long time ago.
I'm just a fan. I think, you know what I'm saying, at a certain size, you know what I'm saying, you gotta wear that shit with pride. That makes sense.
But no, y'all, has any of y'all been with 1-1?
I definitely.
BBW?
I definitely have, and I noticed that they for a while they gravitated to me as well. But when I wasn't necessarily checking for them, they were
a lot more aggressive and outspoken with their interest in me. And so that is
Norbit, like Norbit.
nah, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying?
Bitch, go down.
They were, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So where I was like, dang, why, why they like me? Like,
Right.
they me, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And I used to trip off of that for a second. And, but, no, I mean, you know what I'm saying? They were super dope when they got confidence and they believe in it, and then when they feel feel pretty and they, you know what I'm saying? Like it's a different energy.
Especially if you carry. I'm sorry, it's my thug ring. But especially if you mess around.
Jesus. Ring back?
That's my church. So especially if you like if you carry yourself like I'm 40 sexy now. You know what I mean? So when we get a certain age, there's just certain things that you don't want to see, or you want your woman to carry herself as. You know what I mean? I remember with the 20s and 30s what it is. But once you get 40, you're supposed to be a coast. You're supposed to have that sexiness to you and all that. I don't want everything all out. Just, imagination. Let me go to the crib, because that's one thing you look on social media. Now, I'm not saying nothing wrong with it, but if you're on social media, remember we was growing up, we used to get excited about going to see Emmanuel. Nigga on Cinemax. We call it Skinemax. We couldn't wait.
Right.
You know what I mean? Now, you go through your phone and you just...
Yeah, it's all out.
Everything. You just see everything. You know what I'm saying? We used to get excited. So when we was with a girl, it was like, ooh.
I get to see something.
You get to see something. Now it's just like...
Now that y'all saying
Just
that.
like you're desensitized.
Yeah,
But listen,
exactly.
I'm ashamed of myself. Now that we're talking about this right now, bro, it just dawned on me how ashamed of myself I am. Because because we didn't get the channel though. So it was,
You would go through it fast?
No, you
go back and forth? I did it too.
Because it would only last for a second and then you go. Before it would go, and if you keep going back, you can put a scene together.
Y'all,
oh
man.
my God, bro.
Y'all was on Benny Hill.
Or like when it would black out and it would like skip certain parts of it. So it would black out on the screen and be black, and you could see certain parts when it went and you would watch it.
That's a thigh. Is that a nipple?
That's a breast.
That's a breast.
That's a breast. Ooh.
Right.
So we found a way. But I mean, we tried so hard. That's why I was laughing, because they could just do that. We really like had a plan. We had to lock the door and shit. And in order to turn that shit on, you know what I'm saying?
So I'm the only one who used to take a cover, the thickest cover, put it over the TV. Put over the TV.
So they don't see the light.
Get them dick beaters off.
Get them meat milkers.
What are y'all talking about together? That was too innocent. That way he said, like, you too. Yeah. Finally did that shit.
Can you imagine though? But think about it. Can you imagine us having this when we was growing up? All the stuff they got now when we was growing up.
No, because we was
if you had Instagram,
right? That's what
Facebook, growing up.
That's what I'm saying. Like it would have been outlandish because you would have really seen. That's when niggas really getting their ass beat. Though.
Right? Oh yeah.
Like somehow everybody in the school knew you was gonna fight after school.
Right.
And like, how the fuck did you guys know? Like, niggas don't have phones back then.
It went to
You get outside, you like, what the
You don't even walk this way.
Right.
You don't even go here.
Right.
What the fuck is going on? Teachers lined up betting on niggas. Hey, he about to get his ass beat. I know.
Have you ever gotten in a fight and the nigga hit you so hard you thought you got jumped? Nigga, that nigga hit me so hard. I'm like, boom, who are they? What the other one? You get him, nigga. Who are they?
That's what I'm telling the story. Right. There's a lot of them.
There's a lot of them.
A goddamn lot of them.
When you go home, listen, Mom.
Yeah, they have biker jackets on.
And Jodeci Boots.
It was Jodeci.
You got beat up by Dalvin and Devontae.
Nah, I
Nigga
could.
said you look like yesterday. Listen, he looked like he said we was on the phone yesterday, getting ready for your ass to come. That nigga said you look like that lost member of every R&B group. That one fill-in nigga.
He the deep boys.
Remember how niggas brought, them niggas brought 112 here. Some new niggas.
So that's what we doing?
No.
So Matt, so you mean to tell me go to camera one. I'll give my friend. If you look at Matt looked like Big Pun if he had weight loss surgery. Let's go back to Matt. Matt look like a grown ass third grader. Go to Matt. How y'all look like, man? We light skinned. We golf together, man.
Oh shit.
Oh God.
But Matt, that's.
Matt said you look like Darwin Ham.
Corliss Williamson.
He said you.
Hey, man.
True story.
True story.
Oh God, y'all. All right, man. This is what we planned on, man. I've been waiting for this shit all week, big bro.
Oh my God.
I ain't seen my guy in a minute, man.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, we was talking about last. I didn't even want to involve you, so I didn't want to say, no, guys, do it.
Hey, my old lady says, that all you and Midas do is just say, all we did was you look like. She said, that's all I hear is, no, you look like.
You look like. And we was like, Cher looks like he sings karaoke.
For competition.
Tourist karaoke bars and shit. By the way, I do
I'm
jokes
Shed
too.
G.
I'm Shed G. By the way.
Midas look like he smoked Cool Filter King 100 with a plastic tip.
Baby.
Right. Hey, baby.
Slicking in a bowling ball with oil.
You get these. Tell that story, nigga.
Yeah, tell that
No,
story.
Since we telling stories.
Oh
man, what the comments saying? They in there with us, man.
Oh man, just emojis.
Just emojis, man. Funny, they with us, man. They gonna figure it out.
Oh my God.
I guess you was ready, Shed. We knew.
Oh man, I just gotta share. We 24 in, baby.
In there, where
We
you
24
at?
in, baby.
Yeah, we done
Your
made
ass
it.
off
We
guard.
double. We thought we could get some. Where y'all at in the comments?
24
What y'all at?
in.
Check in.
These are my people,
man.
boy.
Hey, but you know what?
Yeah.
Confident BBW.
Oh, he want to get back to
Let's get back on.
Let's talk about it.
Take me back to the baby ladies.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? No, but I was gonna say one even more plus up is for me personally the athletic ones. Like it's a different level of confidence when they no you tripping. You know, listen.
Like they was
No.
like they was the new Jordans.
No, but I'm talking about the like you ever seen I just got into the athletic ones. It's like super agile. You know what I'm saying? They whatever size they are, but
they
but
girls,
you
they
know what I'm saying, might actually beat you in a game. You know what I'm saying? And like that
what?
shit.
Like game of what?
I don't know, man. Whatever you play.
What? Well, I don't play anything.
That's why they beat you.
That's why I'm asking.
I get what you're saying.
You see what I'm saying?
You're saying the confidence. So like a lot of times, just like the girls working out.
Right.
So when they work out, they're so confident because they're putting in the work in their bodies and
Yeah.
all of that stuff.
Yeah.
And they just wearing the clothes and showing off and all
A
that.
lot of times these girls are body shying. This is where I'm really getting to about it, man. And it
Okay,
seems like
body
when we were
shying.
little, the girls that looked like they had body when we were little, bro, they were shamed for looking like that, or shamed, not ashamed, but they were
You
shamed.
brought the bass. Went to the clubs, nigga. Ooh, you brought the bass.
That's Carl's Jr.
That boy brought the bass.
That's Carl's
That was a combo.
But the girls that look like that with hips and everything, and then when the white girls started getting hips and stuff and applying themselves to this shit, became sexy and accepted, and now thick and everything. Thick was never cool. We made this shit cool.
Oh yeah, we love it.
That's what we love to do. Like we like meat, right? Pause. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right. It was one of those things. I didn't mess with y'all, man. I'm not messing with y'all.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, but like, and even today's girls is not even built like back in our day. They had booties and hips.
Right. Yeah.
These girls look like grown women in high school.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You know why? Because God reincarnated himself to the world the last few years. And
Okay,
he
you
showed
about to get
himself.
deep. Let me scoot up. Talk
let's
to me,
hear this
sir.
one.
Yeah.
I'm an LP.
God
I'm listening.
reincarnated himself in the last few years.
In Miami.
Continue on. Oh.
In Miami.
In South Beach.
That's how it is.
Okay.
At Akinelli's Club.
Dr. Miami's.
Dr. Miami.
Oh, there we go.
But I don't think they getting it that young, though, boy.
What? Shit.
In
These
high
girls,
school?
They,
In high school.
They getting it young,
the
bro.
CERT operations.
Yeah, operations. They getting
In
it
high
young.
school.
And the parents are signing off for it.
Parents, the same parents that are, you gotta admit, parents allowing their kids to be transgender before a certain age. Am I lying?
Yeah, you're
So
right.
you gotta think, man. The parents is condoning tattoos. Parents is condoning all the other shit because they are who they are. Everybody raised their kids to be different, though.
And everybody don't want to hold their kids back.
Accountable.
Everybody
I
wanna
think-
hold their kids.
So
think
they
that
try to be supportive to
Right,
whatever
to whatever they
kids
want
is
to do
on.
because their decisions, because you don't want to be that. My daughter asked me today. She told me once again that I don't understand her. All right, she goes through this whole big thing, and she talks to me in ways that I want to say, "Shut the hell up," but I guess that would be me. And so she she tells me, "You don't listen to me," because I really don't.
Right, yeah.
Thing, like I can't believe we're really trying to have this conversation with me, and I'm like, little girl, you are. I couldn't imagine having this conversation with my mom. Like I couldn't even imagine like me having this much of what you think you have an opinion. Like who the hell do you think you are, little girl? No, but you don't understand, and you and mom don't. And when I come, you guys should be. And this is the way. I had to call this nigga sometimes. And I'm like, who the fuck did she think
Who is she
she
think
is
she-
talking to? And that's why I'm like, now you have to go through a whole new kind of. It's like a karate match. Just raising these kids and being able to talk to them and communicate with them. I don't know how my mom would have been able to do that the way with their technology and all that they got access to. Because we gonna call one of the homies and be able to tell them. Remember when your phone was gone? It was gone. So they're able to call the homie and tell them meet me outside or to be able to come up with some of these nasty girls that we came up with and we didn't have the phone. Oh my God.
Right. I just
Oh
think
my
that
God.
back then,
Okay.
kids were afraid of the parents. Nowadays, parents are afraid of the kids.
Parents afraid of kids.
Because they're afraid of going to. It's like the system gave them too much power so young.
Yeah.
And now they know it.
Oh yeah, they know.
Yeah, and right,
know.
and they know it. You know, I don't have any kids, praise God, but if I did, but first of all, I don't want to have kids because I'm too older now. I'm 40, Kids gonna have the traits that you had then. Like, I'll be afraid my kid gonna have a receding hairline. Like, you know what I mean? My baby go.
So you don't claim little shit?
Who?
You.
I will if I find him.
No,
But
oh, he's here.
come
Come in. Go on. I got you.
he gonna walk in like life, daddy.
They sent a lift for him from
Right.
Warren Village.
You Sierra Vista?
He came out of Warren
He
Village.
come from Sierra Vista.
Come on, little guy. Come on, fella. Now, he doesn't read well, but he's a nice kid. I just want to prep you.
Right.
He's
right.
6'7" though.
6'7". Is he going to the lead?
No,
Is he
he
going to
can't.
the lead?
No, fuck that. You haven't been there, Dad. You're not getting off that yet.
I'm like, yeah, we going to the league. We got draft today, Thursday. It's draft night.
He
But
slaps
nah,
the bottom of the back.
I just think, but to be honest with you, that's all it is. The kids, they know they got the power, and they just feel like they can just do any and everything that they can. And especially when they get comfortable, they get too comfortable.
Okay.
And that's one of the things. Is like you just get too comfortable, and your child, like that's why they say sometimes some people try to have friendships with their kids. And when they have friendships with them, that's where the comfortability come in. Where they be like, well, I can just talk and just do it. No, man, we got popped in the mouth,
Yo, easy.
In front of
punched in front of everybody.
Yeah.
And that was it. And you ain't something. My when I grew up, some of my white friends in Park Hill, I went to Phillips Elementary. I'll never forget this. In the same breath, something had happened at the school, and after school I would go over to one of my homeboys' house, white guy. His mom was teaching him because somebody had a overdose or whatever, and she brought out pamphlets. Like, see, this is this, and this is your brain on drugs. This is the pamphlets, whatever. Same thing. So we get back to the school because we had to give them a letter because they wanted us to talk about drugs and stuff. I get there, my mom and dad and them, he said, you know what? Fuck around, man, but then you're gonna end up like your Uncle Johnny. You be like who? I want to end up like Uncle Johnny. And we straighten up.
Right.
Because they use examples.
Yeah,
but now you really can't use examples or do the thing.
That was funny that you brought that as an example up, because when I'm thinking of the 90s and I'm thinking of that time period, like, because of what the generation above us was involved in with dope and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? There was a real disconnect in that whole hierarchy anyway off top. So you got the kids selling to the parents, and you know what I'm saying? So like that in itself, you saw as a youngster the consequences of certain shit, right? And so now the kids coming up, we're not on that, right? So they don't even see the consequences. So they just kind of like dive into shit because they don't have no examples of what happens down the road fucking around doing this dope. Or whatever. They don't see the next stage of that shit. So they blindly go into all the party drugs with no fucking fear. And it's just crazy.
But the music nowadays, like stuff that they're saying, they brag about using it. See, when we was coming up, they bragged about selling it.
Didn't brag about smoking, correct. That would have been some crazy music.
I tell you what, I never
That's been a crazy record, nigga.
Hey, I never, like, you wanna know who taught me about, like, even protection and safe sex and all that? Kumo D. You don't remember that song, Go See the Doctor?
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, you're right.
That boy said, I woke up fussing, yelling and cussing, drip, dripping, and pussing. Nigga. You know what I'm saying? Right. And he said, that's what he said.
Bro,
That's what I'm saying.
You wrote that?
But that's the thing. It's like our music taught us something.
It was teaching.
It was teaching. So, back then we had the X Clan. We had the Brand Nubians. You know what I mean?
You don't think music is teaching?
It is
teaching them to be
we
better.
do, but I'm talking about teaching us to be better. Like a lot of people that teaches us to be better is not number ones.
For sure.
You know what I mean? Back then we had number ones. We was proud to put on those African necklaces and everything. And we was proud to wear and to show who we are. Now everything's about trap. Everything's about loot, money. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want to be on social media. They be like, how many followers you got? I'm gonna tell you when I was the most embarrassed. I mean, I've done a lot of accomplishments in my life. You know what I mean? This is what I say. I don't care about nobody say. We was in Florida. We had a show at the Improv, Orlando Improv, and the DJ had us up in this booth. Me, D'Ellis, Rat Packs, we was up in the booth. And this is right after I filmed the movie, too. We was up there, the dude DJ, I was lit. They was up there, let's say, hey, when a DJ go, burr, 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 that's gonna be the hypest thing ever. And he was like, yo, we got my boy in the building, just finished filming the movie, Shan G, burr, 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 burr. And to see everybody was like, Shan G, who's Shan G? Go on their phone, and then be like, oh, nigga didn't follow me, nigga didn't do nothing. I was like, oh, yeah. Nigga, I was like Homer Simpson. I went right back in there. Right. Then the dude, the white bartender, I go over there like, yo, give me a bubble. He said, all right, School, I got you, School. School? Who the hell is School? So apparently, I'm the old dude.
We was just talking about that
Right.
weeks ago.
OG. They were like, what up, OG? Who's OG? But then you got to realize, embrace getting older. You know what I mean?
Embrace you niggas' age.
Right. You.
What's funny about embracing age though is being prepared for this next level of what might come next, which is this Quarantine 2, the sequel.
Oh shit.
And it just feels like at some point now, I wasn't paying attention to it until the last couple of days. It's really got in my ear, to be honest with you. I'm kind of avoiding the whole thing. is there saying that we might have to go back on a quarantine based off the numbers of the new Delta
strain.
strain. I don't know if there's a United strain or a Sprint strain or a Frontier strain, but Delta has their own.
I was about to say it's Omega,
As long as it's fucking
a
JetBlue.
Zeta strain, aka Alpha Kappa Alpha strain. I don't know, Iota strain. I don't know.
Are you guys fucking prepared to go back inside for another 6 months to a year? Can you handle that? Can your relationships handle that? Can your hands handle that? Like,
In your sight.
like,
Come on.
yeah.
Explain.
All right, look.
You know,
I tell you,
all right.
honestly, I knew it was gonna come
Okay.
because remember the first time that they said it, you know what I mean? I watched, and the first time it hit me off guard, I was panicking. You know what I mean? I had a panic attack. I had all that stuff, man. Like literally had a panic attack. And y'all know I grew up church the whole nine. But the one thing, because like 45 had me messed up. Because I was watching the news all the time and watching everything. So then once I said, you know what, let me detach myself because that was messing me up. Then what happened was I saw, as I was cleaning up, I saw footprints. You know what I'm saying? And when I saw footprints, if y'all don't know about footprints in the Bible, when the guy was walking on the beach and he said God gave up on him because he didn't see, but then God was like, I was the one that was carrying you. And when I saw that, my fear, I just had all the faith and everything. So I knew we was gonna do something. I don't know, how hard, but I was preparing myself. That's why y'all saw me doing all this, the movies, the shows. I'm stacking. You hear me? I ain't bought nothing new except for a couple of things, but I'm stacking, preparing for it. No, see, man, you tell about the golf shoes too. I'm trying to be.
Sorry.
You know what we do? What's up with the golf? What's that about?
Tell about the golf shoes, man.
He whipped my ass in them.
Right.
I'll give you that.
I have some, man. So
It was
my
so-
bag, I couldn't take my golf clubs. I was late this morning. Man, I went to Walmart, got some $9 shoes, dog.
They beat his ass with some $9 shoes.
$9 shoes, dog.
That's like pops.
Hey, there it
You call them
is.
pops?
School. I was old school out there on that thing.
Man, get that shit out your fucking bed. Before you talk to me.
That's how you do it. That's how you do it.
I seen Jake tell you earlier.
But yeah, that's what it was, man. We golfed. It was pretty cool.
I don't know if I can be in the house for another year without going crazy. If the kids have to go back to really go into quarantine like we did before.
Oh yeah, y'all got kids.
I'm worried about. Yeah. That's not.
My bad.
It's like, oh, yeah.
My bad. I'm like, yeah, I want to bring it on, but y'all got kids. Ooh.
It's the baby for me. Everybody else, cool. The baby, it's tough.
It was work.
It's nonstop because he won. About to be one this week.
So you would prefer there is a quarantine?
Man, I'm alright. I don't want it.
Okay.
And especially because people are losing their lives. So that's what I think of, like in the big picture. If we shut down, it's because people are dying. And so I don't want that. But I enjoyed it. I told Shed today, I said, man, it's tough for me. I don't really like being around people.
And it makes you like really like remember that part.
Yeah.
You're back around people now.
People fucking suck.
Yeah, what happened to you, bro?
Right.
I know.
No, I'm just saying, you just observe like just what, like how people, like just how they treat other people. It's like,
It opened your eyes up to see, you know what I mean, people's real habits and behaviors.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You see a lot, you know, and it's forcing people to, you know, instead of social media, when you're out, you're able to see how people react to you. You know, some people will talk, some people don't talk. Some people will put a mask on because they don't want to deal with nobody. You know what I mean? So now you don't got to be painted face. You just put that mask on. You don't got to deal with nobody. You just keep it moving. So if you don't say anything, they will assume that you said something. So sometimes people usually be like, and just keep moving, and they don't want to deal with it. You know what I mean? I love doing comedy and stuff, but I've never liked crowds. If you notice, if you ever saw me, I was either on stage or I was like in a corner. You know what I mean? It'd be packed out. I just don't do it. Essence Festival, I'm on the stage. I'm over here. I just can't do it. And that's just always been me. You know, even this is before all of that stuff. So it makes you really just think about the whole situation. Like, I don't like people struggling. You know, especially some of my family and friends.
Right.
I got called a lot where people was like, "Hey man, can you?" And you know, I did what I can, but you don't want to see your family and friends whatever struggling.
That's real. That's the catch-22 with all this, right? So people think they're gonna get a break or get some time off and shit like that, but really, like you said, in order for this to really be happening, I mean, people must be suffering and people must be dying at the same time. So I just thought, because DVs went up, DVs being domestic violence cases. Definitely divorces went up, families were being broke up and things like that. People were kind of losing their mind and stuff like that. Yeah, it was pretty bad times, and I think for it to come back when people actually seen the light, to pull it back would be more of like a real big detriment to what we thought was getting back. I mean, the NBA just got to, I don't want to use him as an example, but those are people's lives involved that work for the arenas and around the arenas and stuff like that, those type of people. So
You think there's really gonna be a shutdown?
I mean, that's what they're talking now. Like, it's really getting bad. Miami, I talked to. They said it's bad, man. Like, especially with the Delta one.
Texas, you know, Texas never closed.
Yeah.
Texas never closed. Their whole thing is just don't die in my establishment.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like Texas. It's about those are the money states. But I think that if they do it, they're gonna do it for at least 2 weeks. Try it out. You know what I mean? Because that's the time that you will be able to heal from what they say the COVID symptoms. It's like, the 14 days. So I think they're going to say, okay, you got to stay in the house for 2 weeks. And it's not going to hurt a lot of businesses anymore because now a lot of the businesses have changed to working from home.
Kind of, yeah.
You know, so
Yeah,
it's not going to be a financial scramble.
Outside of like servers,
Right.
like I think about like bartenders, DJs, stuff like that.
I think they're going to compensate them. But I ain't gonna lie, I made the most money in 2020 because I was able to evolve my talents to where I was on Zoom killing it.
Okay.
DJ push play. You hear me? I was able to do everything that I needed to do to evolve like that. That's a true entertainer. That is a true person of hustle.
That's right.
When it doesn't matter, you just be like, okay, what can I do? You know what I mean? And that's all I did.
But do you worry about there's ever a time when there won't be room to make people laugh? When it's not funny anymore?
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Worry about that?
Right.
When we get to the point where it's not shit. Even you. That's a good question for you too. Do you ever worry like you get to the point where you know what I'm saying?
Where shit's so bad that
Shit's
nobody
so bad
can laugh.
Yeah.
Right.
I think I don't know. I think it would. Shit would have to be it'd have to be even way more extreme than it has ever been. We'd have to like be walking over bodies outside, you know what I'm saying, in order for people to be, you know what I'm saying, that blocked off, because I feel like comedy is the escape, it is the reminder, it is the release, you know what I'm saying? So right now, while it's fucked up and not tolerable, but it's bad, but we can, you know, we still yearn for that,
and they lean on
that, and that whatchamacallit. But if it ever got to a point where it was that serious to where there's nothing to laugh about, there's nothing can be funny, by that point it's struck you so hard to the core, you know what I'm saying? And I think as a society, if we're at that point, we're already fucked.
And that doesn't make motherfuckers angry. So they're not even coming to the shows at that point. It's not like they're coming and not laughing. Not like you're getting the audience full of people and they're just not laughing at the shit that you're saying because you're not funny.
But even
it's
online,
just they're not coming.
even on,
that's what
you know what I'm saying?
But that's why we adjust. So you know what to do now? We have to show, but we stream it. People, they still pay. You make more money now. So instead of you getting that little $100, that $2,000 from $20 a head with 100 people, you don't got 300 who want to watch from the crib at $20. You have your private link, but that's what I mean by laughter is culture. Laughter will bring you out of mental health. Like you'll never know music, and laughter. You know what I mean? And that's what I was telling you like at the beginning. It's like comedy is just one thing that I do. Right. I have a plethora of everything that I do, from the video production to to acting to just whatever, motivational speaking and doing so much stuff. But you just don't want to be. You want to at least have 7 forms of income. 7 streams to where it come in. You know what I mean? That's even in the Bible. You know, it speaks of that. So you want to make sure, like a lot of successful people, man, y'all got more. Y'all don't got just one. You know what I mean? Matt's still stripping and Nick killing on Zoom. He's stripping on Zoom.
Man, I found my niche. They like the bad built, light skinned man with a little hair on their chest.
I mean, that should always go sell. It always gonna sell.
It always is.
It
always
works.
Gonna sell. So I mean, you know,
They love it.
How do you know this though? Did you see him?
No, I didn't see nothing. I tried. Somebody had asked me. I was like, hey, he needed a comedian, but he didn't know that they was calling about comedian.
Okay.
He thought they was calling about baby oil and something. So what ended up happening was she called me back. Was like, hey, do you know Matt be stripping? I said, no, I don't know Matt be stripping. He said, yeah, Matt be stripping. I said, what's his stripper name? They was like Stretch Mark. I said, what? That nigga name is Stretch Mark. And he be stripping.
I'm trying to change my name, but I'm trying to change. I'm working on.
But I mean,
I'm rebranding myself.
You ain't even going out of town. You stripping in the city, like.
He don't need to from the crib. That's what I'm saying. Virtual.
I do it at home, man.
Virtual.
You got Zoom and OnlyFans.
You got fans in Phoenix and.
Okay, now I'm gonna tell you why I said that. It had nothing to do with you. I just knew, even during quarantine, for one of my homeboys' birthday, we was on Zoom watching a girl strip.
Oh, okay.
So it's like everything will become virtual. You know what I mean? So it's like people we'll always find a way. We don't care what it is. We'll find a way. You know what I mean? And it's just like that creativity. You can't knock that creativity.
Hold that thought. We're going to take a break real quick. I want you to subscribe to the AHRR Network. And don't read the comments. We'll be back real quick.
Peace.
Welcome back to Don't Read the Comments. Yeah. just gearing up too. We had to break real quick. I got a quick call from LeBron, so we had to take a break, letting me know we just got Westbrook. So shout out to Brian.
So is it official? It's
official. Yeah, it's official. They let me know. Yeah, just called me during the thing, so I had to go to put my phone down and hey, let's go to break real quick and take that call. We got Westbrook. So that.
Does that make you feel good?
You good now?
You rubbing your thighs, so I'm assuming you like it.
It's your turn with the thighs.
Well, it's my own thighs this time.
It was my own thighs last time.
It was rubbing your thighs, but it was the outside. Your knuckles was next to Midas. He pulled off a double thigh rub on a Thursday night.
Type out to let niggas know because on camera you can't see where his little hand went.
His little hand. I just heard. What caught me is I heard his beads.
Midas, come over here. Can I scoot over on this?
Yeah.
You can scoot over there, bro. We're back, man. Don't read the comments. Like I said, I am Midas, man. That is Funny Matt.
AKA Stretch Mark.
And special guest.
Shit, G.
Find great yourself. Cool. Thank you.
Thank you for still rolling with us.
Always, man.
The next topic.
Okay, so the next topic, pretty interesting little situation. So we're gonna go ahead and pose this out here. So in a relationship, a man who refuses to change for a woman is usually considered an asshole, weak, abusive, or not a man because he won't do these things, right?
Okay.
But when a woman refuses to change for a man, she gets called strong, self-loving, self-respecting. And we're just trying to figure out like why is there a double standard? You know what I'm saying in that situation. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, it is the same thing. It's the same thing, right?
Seems. Yes. It seems like the same thing.
Can you repeat the question? Alex, please, can you repeat the question? I'm going to really soak this in.
Oh, you're going to soak this in? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, a man who refuses to change for a woman, asshole, weak, abusive, not a man. A woman who refuses to change for a man, strong, self-loving, self-respected.
Just like we talked about earlier. You know how perception. Back in the day, it was always the man's the head of the household, the job and everything, and the woman. But now everything has switched in the game. So that, the women, they're bosses. They're doing the things that they're doing. But because, it's at a point where if a man has the same job as a woman and they're there and they both post on social media or whatever, who do you think they're going to glorify more?
The woman.
The woman.
Always.
Right. Because with us, we're expected.
Right.
You know what I mean? Well, we expect you to do that. And it's not, but it's actually a diss on the ladies. Like, I would expect her, I would love to be a stay-at-home husband. You know what I mean? But it's like, it's just unfortunate how society has did African Americans and women. But then when it comes to relationship, some of them women don't deserve. You know what I'm saying? They don't deserve it. You know what I mean? Because they want too much to an extent.
Well, I think we as people, everybody has work to do. You have shit that you need to work on. And there might be some stuff that, when you get in a relationship and that person starts seeing the real you, that I don't want to say a red flag, but just something that they may ask of you to work on. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that, but I don't think I would want to be in a relationship with anybody that wanted to change me. So there's work that you could do, but to completely change for somebody. Why would you want to be?
Okay.
Why would you want to be with somebody?
I get it now. Okay. Feel what I said earlier. We on this.
In order to change, you have to be open to changing. So in order to even have that on your, your brain to be open to be doing, in order to have that on your brain to even be open to doing it, you have to be in that mind frame that you are allowing, yourself to be able to change before you can even do that, though.
But they gotta be on the same. But both parties gotta be on the same playing field. I'm not gonna change if I know you just a jump off. But in your mind, you don't know you just a jump off. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So therefore, you like, this is what I want you to do. Like, no, you a jump off.
I see
You know what I'm saying? So therefore, you're a booty hole or whatever. But no, it's just I don't see you as that. You know what I mean? That's the Kojic version of the other word. Hello, Jesus. Hello.
Okay.
The booty hole.
So look, so in the comments,
Okay.
Miss Johnson says, if you don't want to change or compromise in a relationship, then stay single as a Pringle.
Stay single.
But see that's to the point of what I said. You don't know. See, the thing is when the woman doesn't know or the man doesn't know. You know what I mean? You both parties have to be on the same page for you to do all of that stuff.
They do.
And a lot of times they're not on the same page.
They do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And if they're on the same page, they work towards that.
And it makes it a lot easier.
It makes it a lot
doesn't
easier.
become such a struggle.
Man, come on, man.
And everything.
Come
I just
on,
think it's the idea that they feel like a man is going to lead you astray, though. That's really what it's about. And I think that most guys are going to have you doing something crazy if you change for him. That makes you, if you submit. If you become that way, then the men are going to change you into whatever that looks like, though.
But is that submission?
I mean, that's what they say.
Yeah, but is that the problem? Is that they look at it as some type of submission versus just working with you?
I mean, it kind of has to be from the notion of what we just read from the status, though. That's all I'm going by. I'm just going by that. If that's what it looks like to them, that if a man asks you to change or that, and hopefully it's not so much when he comes in, he's asking you to change, it's people being together that want to make each other better. So it should never seem like that, right, bro? It should never. If it feels like that, then it just should be a problem.
And then we also got to understand, in the words of Music Soul Child, on both parties, you know, like, I'm not to blame for the pain caused by previous game.
Right.
That's
right.
So a lot of times people want to bring in the old stuff
trauma
into
from
the
the
new
past.
job. Yeah. And so therefore you guilty by association because you got a beard, a hat, and white tee. Now, that's what he used to
As
wear.
soon as you remind me of him.
You remind me, right. What's the first thing? It's hard to say. My mama said it to me. What's the first thing like your mom say when you acting up or you do something she don't like? Look at you,
just
acting like your dad.
Like your daddy. Yeah.
You see what I mean?
So when you acting like the ex,
There you go.
It's the same
It's
shit.
the same thing, but you
Same
can't
thing.
say it. They just got
they can't
to
say it.
fire up on your ass about something you don't know.
Hey,
Right.
so Ruckus said, I think women change or adapt in the beginning of the relationship, whereas some men change after the relationship is in jeopardy. Ooh.
Well, dudes only do what you allow them to do. And that's period. Dudes or women. People will do to you what you allow them to do. So it's like if you allow them to do stuff, you can't expect to change if you allow them to do it.
Right. So people are really out for themselves then.
Some people are.
So when that whole notion of people will only do what you allow them to do, that means everybody's out to get whatever they can get in the mean. That's the part that's so scary about that phrase that I always thought. So does that mean everybody's out to get what they can get no matter what? Your job is to slow them down?
No, but it's sometimes people just want to try to see that line they can go until that they can go to.
Okay.
Without crossing. It's like you ever seen a dog on a leash? And they be like, "Roar," and they go right to that end,
Right.
and they always know.
Right.
Then after like a week, you take them off that leash. They still don't go further.
Right.
Because they just always say, this is the line I can't cross.
Right. I get you.
It may not be a malice thing with it, but some people use it as, I know plenty of people who use it for their gain, but I'm not saying everybody.
All right.
Okay.
Go back to the
With the
comments. The comments says. What are you doing, bro? You
said-
checking your messages?
She said them badass kids don't act like they daddy.
He's checking his OnlyFans to see. He's like,
OnlyFans, they said. Michelle said that Matt got a BBW OnlyFans.
Yeah, I do.
Whatever
She
that
said
means,
them
it's
badass
weird.
kids
I
do
don't know
act
what
like
that
they
means.
daddy.
Sammy, who was on the show a couple of weeks ago, said, "Girl, they just be making up shit."
Yeah.
think that's pretty
Say we
fucked
just
up.
making up this topic that don't know that this asshole weak abusive stuff that ain't real.
That's a real
That's a
topic.
real-
Yeah.
That's
They
a
ain't even
real
talking
topic.
about where they getting this. Who told y'all that lie? Never heard that before.
That's a real topic.
Well,
But
sometimes it's not really for them to get. It's for us to discuss. That's why That's why it's all the guys up here, and we're talking that shit that we're talking on. So we can try to figure out amongst us, like, what is that? Like, how do we, like I tell Jay all the time, like, it's no use trying to change people's opinion and narratives. Like, I don't, like, he asked me sometimes, like,
that took me a long time to realize, because I was constantly trying to debate shit with people that weren't really trying to, you know what I'm saying? And I was just expelling energy for no fucking reason. And then this nigga would use it against me and make just like troll me with a post knowing I'm gonna fucking be triggered by the shit. You know what I'm saying?
But see, that's Midas though.
With friends like that, who needs enemies?
But
you sit in front of the computer like this.
But see, that's the whole point of the relationship too, though. It's like you accept people for who they are, and your life will be happier.
Yep.
If you accept people for who they are, your life will be happier.
You do.
And that's the one thing that you got to do. I know, you know, this gonna do this. He gonna do this. He's gonna do that.
Right.
You ain't gonna get mad because I gonna put this trigger up. You know what I mean?
Right.
But that's the one thing that people don't do. They try to brand you into who they want you to be.
Well, because that's what you grow. You grow, your parents teach you that. Your parents teach you. They kind of set you up for that. Like this is our religion. This is our way of life and how we do stuff. This is in our hood. This is how we do it in our hood. Y'all know when y'all leave, when you left your hood for the first time, and you go somewhere else, you like, y'all niggas weird. Why y'all do it like this?
Right.
Somewhere else, they don't do shit the way y'all do it there. You know what I'm saying? It's just hard to adapt.
But you want to know something else though? You remember when I used to do Battle of the Sexes at the Palm Tree?
Yeah.
Battle of Sexes was such a great thing where we would have the conversations with male and female. And remember, I don't know if you was there. I know Ruckus used to go all the time, but I literally had to tell this woman to shut the up. It's like, that's your problem. That's why your man's doing all this stuff, because you're not listening. Because a lot of times, if you listen to find out why, like the one question was, why does black men date white women? And then instead of listening to what this guy that has been with white women
just waited to attack.
They just rebuttal it. But that's no. Listen to why.
That's the why.
Listen to the why.
They don't care why.
They don't care why.
Yeah.
But they just want. But why? But they put the question in there. But then they don't listen to why he does that.
There's so much pain in the truth though. You gotta understand that too.
But everybody has But everybody has pain. Everybody has their own, you know what I'm saying? Because like I got a couple homies that dated white girls, right? And not because they seek them out. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them didn't fit the mold of what black girls was checking for. They wasn't that cool, nigga. They wasn't this. They wasn't, you know what I'm saying? They didn't get no attention, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. And they ended up dating girls that acknowledged them and that they got along with, right? And then once they finally ended up on black girls' radar, they just got labeled.
You saying that though, just let's listen. You saying that, this is how I feel, and that's really the first thing that pops up in my mind. You saying that everybody has feelings. First, you have to acknowledge it though. You have to really get it, because when I told you everybody, you was like, everybody has feelings, so it should be, you know what I'm saying? We all have stuff that happens, but that sounds like all lives matter too. So as I said, it sounded like you was like, all lives matter, Black lives matter, all lives matter. Like, you have to recognize it first. Like, why would they be painful though?
I realize that there's pain because there's certain cats that I don't understand with it, but there's certain cats, and they tend to be the most vocal, that want to try to justify why they're dating this. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so then it becomes some old negative shit like, well, I don't fuck with black women and blah, 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 because of blah, 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 blah. And these niggas is a very small, whatchamacallit, but they're the main ones talking shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's what the women hear. And then all of a sudden, any brother that they see doing that shit, you know what I'm saying, almost has to prove that he's not that dude.
So,
you know
so he's going in with double work.
Right, in a sense.
Ruck said, I think, did you read that already, bro? I think women change or adapt.
No, I read that. That was the beginning, and
I think women
at the end.
And then men change when the relationship is in jeopardy.
Yeah,
I had to read that again. Then. Yeah, men change when why is there so much on us? Like, we can just put up with. Like, it's just men. That's what men do. Like,
that's what I was saying earlier. It's a people thing. It's not man or woman. It's a person. It's how are you as a person.
But society always blame the guy for the relationship.
Because women are the most vocal.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, guys ain't constantly out there talking about how they got done
We
wrong.
talk, but we talk like this, you know,
Yeah.
amongst us. We're not on there like, you know, bah, 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 bah. You don't really find a lot of men out there on Facebook saying all this stuff about their relationship.
They show ain't talking about
cheated on.
But even when they got cheated on, there's even a certain level that they're not that vocal even about that. You know what I'm saying? They may with the niggas that surround them or some shit like that, or they may whatever. But for the most part, it's embarrassing. So most guys take that L in a smaller space, whereas women are very out in the open with how everything plays out, and it falls into that narrative that is one-sided as fuck.
Women think when they say that's what men do, or you know men, and that's what men do, so they just expect. In each relationship, it's like plug and play. I said that earlier, but it's really figure that like this what niggas like. So I know niggas like this, so that's what I do. My last nigga like this, so he might like that if you do it that. It's like damn, like you put us all in one, and I'm niggas. And it's like I can't be no. I like long walks in the park, and I do shit different. Like I like to eat this type of place. I don't like this food. And I just like they put you in a box, and if you don't fit that box, a lot of times it becomes easy to attack you. You're not like that. Like you don't know who to be. It's hard for a black man because you don't really know who to be, and they tell you to be strong and know who you are, and it's really hard. I think we go through lifespans, and I'm gonna speak for me. I can't speak for everybody else, but I think there's a lot of people that go through their whole life and never know who they are as a black man.
Because you're trying to live
for everyone else.
You're trying to figure it out. You don't even know. You know what I'm saying? You know you're gonna be this way in front of the homies, or that shit could not. That shit could not be safe at some point. It ain't even just I can't do this. I just gotta act this way. So I don't know.
I was at when I was in Minneapolis. I used to volunteer at this home, elderly home. And I asked this guy who was retired. He was like 90 something. So I asked him, I asked him the same question I asked another woman. I said, so if you can tell, what would you change about your life? He was like, I would enjoy my life more because he was just always working. So his mentality was, he was mentally drained of always working, doing this stuff, and not really enjoying his family and doing those things that maybe could have been better for his wife and him to connect and do. Then I asked the woman the same thing. And she was widowed. She was like 80 something. She said, I'd have been more of myself. You know what I mean? In the relationship. So that hit me because it's like a lot of times the women are the ones who are adapting to the man and then to the family, and they can't be who they really want to be. You know what I mean? And that hit me hard. I was like, wow, I never thought about that. And it was just deep.
So who do they really want to be then?
I don't know. I didn't answer that because I didn't want to know Tutti Frutti.
Did you start thinking? No. I just mean like when people say that though. Like I'm just thinking like, what is that thinking? Like who do people really want to be? Like what kind of do they not want boundaries? There's just like when people say that. We like build it up to this over the last few weeks on the show though. Relationships about being free, about signs about the other partner, and just giving them the kind of space and love you need for them to be able to grow and be.
Well, it may be so like I can use me as an example. I know that if I'd have stayed here without going to Atlanta to try to pursue this dream, I'll be a cool little husband, kids at the crib with a wife. Right. But I still would have thought in my head like, yo, what if I would have? What if I would have? Now I'm living the what if I would have. But the thing about it, the con of it is I don't have that family. Yeah, now I'm ready for it. In my my 40s, 47. But it's like I don't have that family. But so I think that's kind of like the what ifs if I'd have been myself, because a lot of times people they will adapt, like even men will do. It's not just women. It's just sometimes people will adapt their life just for their spouse.
Oh yeah, we do that.
That's a lot.
That's part of relationship.
That's a relationship. That's the compromise in the sense.
Yeah.
And depending on what you got going and what you're still doing and what you give up, in that compromise probably is the thing.
I gave up paprika. What you give up?
Oatmeal.
What you give up?
Crack.
Again?
Twice. Yeah, this
So
is the second
it's the
time.
second time. So I mean, I'm proud of you, brother. I mean, that's
Thank you, man.
that. You know what I'm saying?
This is the kind of support that us
that we
brothers need to
get.
get.
That we
Like,
get. That's
Hey,
all.
man, one day at a
Jack,
time. One day at a
Yeah,
time.
one day at a time.
So, of course, in the comments, the
Mhm.
women are
They getting us?
no, but they being women. Sammy said, men don't accept the need to evolve in the relationship as easy as women do. When a woman doesn't change, it's probably because she sees the man isn't either. Change is growth.
Well, yeah, change is. I think change is growth.
Yeah, I
Uncomfortability equals growth when you're uncomfortable. You know, give them a little time. You know.
Michelle says the garage talk makes no sense. Take accountability. What does that mean?
I don't know, but I agree with the take accountability because at the end of the day, like both people need to take accountability for the bullshit that they cause and the bullshit that they create. Period. Not just the man.
Not just the man. Men, Renee Silman, so excuse me if I apologize if I said it wrong. Men typically set the tone of a relationship. The real truth is women naturally prefer a form of protection in most ways. When the brothers choose a different race, it leaves a sense of abandonment.
Why does it feel that way? Why does it feel that way? I mean, does it feel okay? So being in Georgia, where the population of blacks is completely different, do black women look at a dude with a white girl and feel what she said?
I think so, but that's always going to be it.
Yeah.
You know,
because I feel like it could feel like that here because the numbers are so weird. You know what I'm saying? As far as our population, but in a denser place, why take it so personal?
Well, and even in those sense, like even here and even in Minneapolis is the mixed baby capital of the world. But people still look at that relationship. You know what I mean? They just I don't know.
Why does it matter?
I just think, especially if there's single black women out there. You know what I mean?
Like with anything, I'm just playing devil's advocate because I have to, okay? When the ladies post something from here saying, Denver niggas is weird. I love me a nigga from the South. That's why I need a nigga from the South. You go, man, fuck you then. We okay? Because you feel resentment. It's not necessarily like you would want necessarily to start a relationship with her, but she's definitely telling you that you ain't the one. So when you pick somebody else, this is what I think. That's
it making sense. You making sense.
Out of this pool that you put me in this pool and said it's the pool I'm supposed to draw from. And the same pool of people aren't fucking with me at all. So it makes my shit even thinner when it comes to picking out of the good litter. Does that make sense? So, you know what I'm saying? That's what I believe, and that's why I think it becomes like it feels like abandonment to them. We were told that it was supposed to be this way, and it's not that way.
I heard my boy dated white women. I asked him once, he dated both. I asked him what the difference was. He was like, white women let you keep the stuff that they bought you. Black women taking back stuff, everything. They ain't even theirs. Like, give me this refrigerator. Help me. You be like, you ain't even bought a refrigerator. So give me the refrigerator. White women let you keep everything. The Xboxes, PS4, the rims.
I don't know shit about that, man.
That's dumb. They were like, white women let you keep everything. I've never dated a white woman, but I sure would like to find out. It's on my bucket list. Praise God.
I got friends that be, you know what I'm saying?
Tuck says, is it supposed to be an even compromise, or does one gender compromise more than the other? Michelle said it should be even, and he said, but is it? She says, can't speak for everyone, but in my house it is even though. So Tuck says, do women keep score of compromises like tit for tat? So I don't even want to read the rest.
That's a good question.
Me and my wife talk about this a lot because we see different relationships that we have homies and stuff that's in different relationships, and they go tit for tat. And that shit to watch it unfold, and we like damn, they really like tit for tat, like she did this, so that nigga went away for 2 days, so I'm going away for 2 days. You know what I'm saying? You got to spend time here. You come out at 4:00, then I'm coming home at 4:15 just to show a nigga that I can do it too. And it's like, oh,
I think that's kind of toxic.
That shit, you better believe it.
That shit ain't kind.
I do.
I don't.
You know what I'm saying? I'm so glad I don't have those kind of problems. You know what I'm saying? But I see that shit. You know what I'm saying?
I see it a lot too.
And I don't know, man. I think at that point you gotta like you gotta make some choices. You know what I'm saying? Do shit different, because it's just gonna keep going until somebody violates. You know what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden,
Do you see that with your team of Shad girls you was telling us about?
Well, they know they place,
Oh,
so
okay,
it's
all right.
You don't believe
Okay,
these guys.
okay.
Don't believe
They
these
know they
guys,
place.
man. I gave my life
They
to
on the
Christ
side.
in
They stay
1998.
over there.
Okay.
Everyone,
They don't
I did
cross
it
the
again in
line.
99, 2000. I'm gonna give my life to Christ this year too.
All right,
So don't believe this stuff. They try to set me up. That's between me and the God I serve. But the one thing is, you just gotta communicate from the beginning.
Yeah.
Well, like especially at these ages now that I'm at.
I'm
Listen to this. Listen to this. Michelle says, "I don't have the energy for tit for tat. That's childish. With that being single, with that, be single as a Pringle." Meaning, why she keep like?
That's
rapping?
her line tonight. Single as a Pringle.
Ruckus said, "If you're whoring, I'm whoring."
I believe that.
That's what people do.
Tit for tat.
She sees my sister is very, and we never talked about that, but she seems tit for tat.
Right.
She definitely. I feels like
I
we
can see
talk.
tit for
I
tat.
could
She
see that.
definitely got a lot of tit for
I could
tat,
see that in
though.
Ruck, but it comes
Yeah.
because she got a lot of
Knowledge.
you know, she's like a little too.
Hey, who she grew up with?
Yeah, that's that. You know,
man.
You
know
gotta
what I'm
come on,
saying?
man.
And you know, Ruck.
She look up to Big Bro, man.
Ruck move with a guy's
No, she moved like a nigga.
mentality.
She moved like a
Right.
nigga.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And that's, you know.
You got y'all. Please
That's why
do
she
remember.
wears- That's why, like, we
She used to be a rapper first.
for a long time. She used to like wear like the like sweats and shit with the like strap on.
Shut up.
So she would have to.
Sweats with a strap
Time
on.
out.
And a
Time out.
condom in her pocket.
Stop.
This is a
nigga.
Right,
You
so
lying, nigga.
Time out.
She ain't here to defend herself.
Time out.
She's here in spirit.
Yeah, don't do
She
that.
in the comments, but she
Yeah.
go ahead talk about the strap on. What she had? What?
What? No, it's
No,
okay.
finish. I don't want it.
Why
I
finish?
finish. I felt like I stopped. I felt like I stopped the story. That's all. I don't give a
Oh,
fuck.
Yeah, I'm just playing. I'm just talking shit about my sister.
I'm just talking shit about my
I'm just
sister.
talking shit. That's my
That was
sister,
horrible.
man.
It was horrible. But I wanted to hear where he was gonna go with it.
I ain't saying nothing. I ain't saying nothing.
Why do you have that bulge? Pickle
Are
for a
you
while.
Finkel? Laces out. Are you happy to see me?
She was telling me how it worked. It gets hard too.
Ah, no.
I don't want to see that type of thing. Well,
That nigga showed, hey, nigga showed you as Jim Jones.
Yeah, man.
Bowling.
She said,
Stupid back there. I seen Tux come out and he had a smile. I said he's
She
up
said-
to some bullshit.
she said my beard is a strap on.
I seen Midas take his beard off to fight outside the cast bar.
Dude.
Nigga, hold
on. Whatever, nigga.
Fake ass Derek Fisher.
Tux is on that bullshit back there.
Fake
I
ass
love
Derek Fisher. That is fucking funny, man. So,
Oh my God.
man, it's about time we.
Oh, Miss Johnson said it does do work.
What are we talking about?
The strap on?
Talking about your beard.
Mr. Nasty.
Mr. Nasty.
You know some of Mr. Nasty. You know some of that.
Wait.
Whose body is that?
Lil
man?
Wayne.
That's fucked up. That nigga biting his lip and everything.
That's pretty accurate.
Oh my
Shut
God.
up, man. It's pretty fucked up.
Oh my God.
Hey, y'all, man. This. Oh.
Oh, shit. Suge Light. Suge Light.
Light. Suge Light.
Y'all crazy.
Suge Light in this
Light.
motherfucker.
Touch me was cool, homie.
That nigga look like that. Hey, go back to that one. Too. That
the same outfit.
That nigga was matching for real.
Jumpsuit for real.
Oh wow, forget y'all, man.
Yes.
Oh,
That's why I love
man.
this show, man.
Married,
Much success
man.
to y'all,
Oh,
brothers, man.
man.
I love it.
We appreciate you
Look at-
coming through,
Look at
bro.
Marion.
Oh, shit.
That is
Nah,
hilarious.
man, we appreciate you coming
Yeah,
through.
thank
Like,
you,
we feel
Shay.
like this is one of our, you know what I'm saying, just based off of your accomplishments. Like I tell people, man, you've and you're so humble with it, bro. But you've done a lot of stuff that a lot of people would like to do. You one of them dudes that did take that
Real shit.
that walk of faith, like we talked about earlier. And we can give you your flowers while you're here, to be honest with you, because you definitely deserve them, bro. You've been funny, and that's not just because you're the homie, and you've been my homie, but, like, you're really funny. Like I tell Matt, like, yeah, man, no, man, like, I'm not laughing at you because you're my guy. I'm laughing because that shit's funny, and I think that's the biggest compliment. Like, you really are really dope. You're really dope at your craft.
Appreciate it, girl.
So,
I'm still
you
tripping
know,
over that Suge Light joke, man.
yeah, man.
But I appreciate it, man. It's,
For
you know,
real. I mean, you left here and you know you was already doing what you was doing here, and then you left here and made something of it and did it on another level. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I was about to speak on your body double.
oh yeah,
You know
the
what I'm
time
saying?
stuff. Hey man,
But you know what I'm saying? But those things like you know what I'm saying? You're doing what people want to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's dope to see that happen. It's dope to see somebody that came from here that makes these steps and these things a reality. You know what I'm saying? So somebody watching your career, they realize it's possible. Maybe they gotta be someplace for the casting call or something like that. But if they go and put in the effort and they actually got the talent, they actually could pull it off the way you know what I'm saying, you proved that, you know what I'm saying? And,
I appreciate
we're
it,
just
fellas.
proud of you, bro. It's
And just to
dope.
just to piggyback on that, man, like what's cool with us is our friendship started through comedy. You know, you was somebody I looked up to, and then getting to work with you, and then just like it's organic, but you are humble, but you're willing to help. You always, every time I call you, you pick up, or you call me right back, and you always there to give game, and you know, even just putting me on with the Rat Pack, you know, here that meant a lot to me for you to even just like think of me to do that. So man, I appreciate you for sure. And y'all got to see the Rat Pack, man.
Yeah, big
I've been
shout
a
out
part
to
of
the
some
boys.
I've been a part of some shows, man. But that shit right there is crazy, man. And they all good dudes. And
They actually did a write up. They call us the old school version of 85 South. And I was like, what? Carlos Miller around my age. What the hell? That's how I felt. But
niggas gave y'all the unks.
right. So they gave us the schools. Hey, this is the schools, you know.
Yeah.
But it's a great group of guys. We got my man D. Ellis, Mr. Entertainment, Dallas King of Comedy. My boy Terry Gross, fool out of
He
Houston.
is nuts.
Q the comedian, aka I call him Mr. Spinderella. That's his wife. They got married. But man, it's just it's just like y'all. When you get good guys in the room, the talent, you know, and you already know, man, you only as good as the people you're around. So that's why I always call MIDAS and all that. I didn't know you still had the same 303 210.
Let's not stop there. Let's stop there.
But yo, it's just a blessing, man. So when I saw it, I knew I was gonna be in town. I don't really mess with a lot of people because of, you know, how, you know, home could be. You know what they say in the Bible, a lot of people don't appreciate you, whatever. But when I was coming, I was like, hey man, I want to be on the show.
Yeah.
I want to be on the show. I want to come on the show.
Yeah.
And you know, anytime y'all need me, I'm there, man. That's real talk. I appreciate y'all. Just make sure that he has some air in here next time. Please.
Yeah, that's why we sweat it out.
No, we in here losing weight, dog.
Hey, Ruck, I just want you to know I love you, sis. I always give you shit, but I'm definitely just.
Here come a poem.
I love you though, sis. I don't want no smoke. No smoke. I gotta get her on the show too, so we can go at it for an hour.
Hell yeah, it's coming.
Hours and we can do what we do. But
Hell yeah.
yeah, man, this is what we do, man. Don't read the comments. Another dope show. Appreciate you, Funny Matt. Appreciate you, Uno J1. Appreciate you, Mr. Motherfucking Shed G, who's now famous in about 4 or 5 cities. Like, really, you can go to any city and throw a party, and that's when you start building on that as an artist, as a comedian, as a, you know what I'm saying? And that's dope. 'Cause now you got a fan base. If y'all taking away from me here, I can go here, and they start to miss me in Denver. Please, one thing before we get out of here. Please bring back the Can I Vent sessions.
Oh, the vent, yeah.
Bro.
The vent session, yeah.
Bro. bro, he would bring out people. I'm like, who are these people?
Right.
How do you know them? I don't never see them at any clubs. He had a crowd that was just like black excellence out here. I'm being honest with you, bro.
Yeah, I appreciate
And that's why I said whenever you say, Midas, stop by. Hell yeah, I'm talking about.
Hell yeah.
He would always give it up to me, and we wound up doing a Pretty Black Girl back then or something
Yeah.
with the band or something
Yeah.
like that. But it was people in there that I was like, man, Denver could really be. That's your shit had me really thinking like, man, Denver's a whole new gym. There's a special kind of market out here because I was used to the clubs and shit. And I had never seen all these beautiful women, man. It was just like they the Soros. They the ones that really. I don't really go out. I don't do that shit. And they would just pack wall to wall and they was laughing and comedy and the band was there. And please bring that back. I think it's time, bro.
Well, I mean, I
think the
will,
city
man.
can-
And I want to bring. I'm about to do a lot of stuff, but this is what I want to say. And this ain't even about. I won't put it on you. I
Right.
challenged you
Okay.
3 years ago. I said, Ruck, let me get Midas' number. But then I realized I already had it.
Okay.
So remember when I called you, I said, hey, Midas, you want to know what would be dope as hell? Is you would do, remember we talked about the unplug with just a band. I said, dude, if you just do a band of your greatest hits, film that, John, go.
So let me tell you,
Yeah.
we shot my movie.
What?
Jay want to tell you. So we
Live
shot
band and all that
shot it
stuff?
with Rob T's.
Live
Shot it with
band,
the
live
live. Shot it with 7, 8 of the big. What are them cameras called, bro? The big
Reds.
ones, the red.
The Reds.
I mean, my shit would look like. He'll tell you, bro. So,
I know. I be watching Jay.
We shot a whole movie and shit. We shot a whole movie. Shot a scene with my son. Shot a whole thing when Doobie was out here. Diff was in there. Jay was there. Like it was the whole production. Chris did it. You know what I'm saying? And then it never came out. Just some of the stuff for me, I've done it. I did it somehow. Through paperwork and different reasons why it didn't. And we could have dropped little tidbits here and there, but it didn't work. It's timing is everything, bro. I'll still send that to you and be able to show you.
Yeah.
But you'll see that we definitely.
I want to see it.
Yeah,
I'm mad now. Let's cut the camera off. I wasn't here, nigga. You didn't. I said I was supposed to host the mother.
Absolutely,
Just
I know.
gonna do it again. That's all.
Yeah.
That's all. Just gonna do it again.
That's
We're gonna
it.
Do it bigger and
That's
better,
it.
man. So
Let's do it again. They can't.
That's it.
No.
Thanks to everybody in the comments. To what I said, this was a great engagement today. I appreciate you guys for tuning in with us, man. And I feel like we getting better and better every week.
Y'all are, man.
Every show.
Thanks to the AHRR Network for sticking
AHRR
with us
Network.
and giving us
AHRR,
a
Touch
platform and giving us a
Don.
platform to be able to do what we do. So Tux Dre Don, we appreciate y'all.
For sure.
I know he appreciate y'all.
For sure.
His beads appreciate y'all. Right.
Hey, follow us on Instagram at
Don't
don't
read.
_read the comments. We need to get our followers up, so
do.
please hook us up. Don't _read the comments on Instagram, please. I'm gonna post a link in the comments, but we need you to, you know what I'm saying, we need you to go ahead and run that up for us. All right.
Follow my boy Jay at Ain't No Bees on My Wrist.
Ew.
I thought I smelled
something. Shit.
I gotta go, man.
I thought I smelled something. Hey, man, we love y'all, man. We see y'all next week, man.
Peace.
Oh.
Sorry, okay.